Have you ever caught someone lying to your face and felt the urge to expose them immediately? Maybe it was a friend making excuses, a coworker twisting the truth, or someone you trusted telling a story that simply didn't add up. Your first instinct is probably to say, "I know you're lying." It feels satisfying in the moment, but here's what most people don't realize. Calling out a liar right away often gives them exactly what they want: a chance to defend themselves, invent a better story, or turn the situation against you. Psychology suggests that the most powerful response isn't confrontation, it's observation. By the end of this video, you'll discover why staying calm gives you the upper hand, how liars reveal themselves without realizing it, and what you should do instead if you want the truth to come out naturally. Once you understand this simple psychological strategy, you'll never look at dishonesty the same way again. Most people believe that exposing a lie immediately is the smartest thing to do. It feels honest, direct, and fair. Their brains often switch into defense mode. Instead of admitting the truth, they become more determined to protect themselves. They may deny everything, become angry, blame someone else, or even accuse you of being paranoid. Experienced investigators, negotiators, and psychologists rarely rush to accuse someone of lying. If you expose them too early, they learn from their mistakes and become better at hiding the truth. But if you simply observe, they often continue talking until they reveal contradictions on their own. This is one of the oldest psychological principles. People who think they have fooled you usually become overconfident. Imagine a coworker tells you they couldn't finish an important project because their computer crashed all day. They'll probably argue, make more excuses, or accuse you of spying on them. Instead, you simply say, "I understand." A few days later, they casually tell another coworker about watching videos during work. Without realizing it, they've exposed themselves. You didn't have to fight. You simply allowed time to reveal the truth. Patience often succeeds where confrontation fails. One lie often requires another lie to support it, then another, then another. Eventually, the person becomes trapped inside their own story. Every conversation becomes harder to manage because they have to remember every detail they invented. The truth is easy to remember because it actually happened. Lies require constant mental effort. If you interrupt that process too early, you stop the natural collapse of their story. Sometimes the smartest move is to simply listen. These small signals reveal far more than dramatic accusations ever could. Notice how often they change details. Notice if their emotions match their words. Notice if their emotions match their words. Notice whether they avoid direct questions or answer questions you never asked. The person who loses control usually loses influence. Liars often expect emotional reactions because emotions make people predictable. If they can make you angry, frustrated, or defensive, they gain control of the conversation. But when you remain calm, something interesting happens. They become uncomfortable because their strategy isn't working. Your silence forces them to keep talking, and the more they talk, the greater the chance they'll reveal something they didn't intend to. Not every lie deserves confrontation. Some lies are harmless. One of the greatest signs of emotional intelligence is knowing which battles are worth fighting. Sometimes the strongest response is to quietly change how much access someone has to your life. Trust isn't rebuilt through arguments. It's rebuilt through consistent honesty over time. If someone repeatedly lies to you, don't waste your energy trying to force them to admit it. Instead, adjust your expectations. Protect your boundaries. Watch their actions instead of listening to promises. Actions always reveal character more clearly than words. Another powerful technique is asking open-ended questions. Instead of saying, "That's not true," ask, "Can you explain what happened?" Keep your voice calm. Stay curious. The goal isn't to trap them. The goal is to let the truth reveal itself naturally. People who are telling the truth usually answer consistently. People who are lying often become frustrated because they're trying to invent answers while also watching your reaction. You should also understand that your silence sends a message. It tells the other person that you're not desperate for an explanation. You're confident enough to observe before making a decision. When you refuse to react emotionally, you take away their advantage. You stay in control while they lose theirs. Imagine someone promises to meet you at a certain time, but never shows up. The next day, they create an unbelievable excuse. Instead of arguing, simply say, "I understand," and watch what happens next. Patterns never lie. One mistake can happen to anyone. Over time, patterns become impossible to hide. Repeated dishonesty is a choice. If someone continues lying, let your decisions speak louder than your words. Distance yourself. Set stronger boundaries. Stop depending on someone who repeatedly proves they can't be trusted. Remember this simple truth. Every relationship is built on trust. Once trust breaks, words alone cannot repair it. That's why watching actions is far more important than listening to apologies. A sincere apology is followed by different behavior. A fake apology is followed by the same mistake again. Learn to notice the difference. A sincere apology is followed by different behavior. A fake apology is followed by the same mistake again. Learn to notice the difference.